The future judge known as RBG was born a frisky baby on March 15, 1933. Her birth name was Joan Ruth Bader, but as a baby, she kicked so much that her big sister Marilyn nicknamed her Kicky. Later at school, she started going by her middle name because there were so many Joans in her class. Ruth was the name that stuck. Ruth grew up in Brooklyn, a bustling part of New York City. She lived with her parents, Nathan and Celia Bader, on the bottom floor of a two-family house. Their landlady lived right above them. Their block was filled with hard-working immigrant families like theirs. Ruth's shy, gentle father had been born in Ukraine, near Russia. Nathan was forbidden from going to school there because he was Jewish. In the United States, he went to night school to learn English and become a citizen. Ruth's mother, Celia, was born in America just months after her family arrived from Poland. They were also fleeing because they were Jewish. Young Ruth learned early from her parents to treasure America's freedoms. Like the other fathers in the neighborhood, Nathan Bader left for work each morning. Nathan made a living selling fur hats and coats. But in the 1930s, during the Great Depression, most Americans were too broke to afford them. Nathan had to work late just to make ends meet. Celia stayed home to raise her two daughters. Sadly, when Ruth was 2, her 6-year-old sister died. After that, Celia pinned all her hopes on little Ruth. Immigrants in New York City. Millions of immigrants flooded into the United States at the beginning of the 1900s. Terrible hardships, including religious prejudice, drove most immigrants to leave their homelands. About 1/3 of the newcomers stayed right in New York, where they first landed at Ellis Island. At that time, most mothers hoped their daughters would grow up to marry some Prince Charming. Not Celia. She believed in women's rights. As a young woman, she had marched in a parade to get women the right to vote. She raised her daughter to be independent. More than anything, she wanted Ruth to get a good education. Celia had been a brilliant student herself. She graduated from high school at age 15. She dreamed of going to college. But Celia's father thought college was wasted on a girl, so Celia took an office job instead. Every week, she handed over money to help her older brother attend college. Now, as a mother, she passed along a love of books and learning to her daughter. Ruth's earliest memory was of sitting on her mother's lap while Celia read to her. Ruth became a good student like her mother. Sometimes, though, she felt a lot of pressure. One time, her report card showed a poor grade. Her mother looked so disappointed. Ruth made up her mind to get straight A's from then on, and she did. Life wasn't all about studying, though. Not by any means. Outdoors, the kids on the block played in a pack. Jumping rope was the rage with girls then. Ruth could jump double dutch, quickly stepping in and out of 2 long ropes swinging in opposite directions. Some days, she explored the neighborhood on her roller skates. One day, Ruth watched 5 boys from the block leaping from one garage roof to another. That looked fun and daring. Jumping roofs wasn't at all ladylike, but that didn't stop lively Ruth from joining in. As a child, Ruth also found a passion for the arts. Her dream place was the Brooklyn Academy of Music, just a subway ride away. Every Saturday, her mother took her to see children's theater there. With her class, Ruth went on school trips to see the art collection at the Brooklyn Museum. When Ruth turned 11, her mother took her to her first opera. Opera is like a play, only all the parts are sung. Ruth thought it was magnificent. The soaring voices, the music, the costumes, the drama, it all thrilled her. She dreamed of being an opera star. But her voice was so bad that her teacher asked Ruth not to sing out loud in chorus.